Lately, I've been really getting into learning more about lighting, getting creative with different stylized lighting looks. And one of the benefits of having this YouTube channel is I'm able to get creative with my lighting styles, how I set up these YouTube videos or experimenting with lights. And when you have a lot of different light sources, you're given more options to play around with. But for this video, I only have one light source and I want to try to see what kind of looks can I create with this one light source. So for the next couple of days, I'm just going to be going around trying to create different looks with this Amaran tube light. This video can go both ways. It can either be a complete fail and I end up not liking any of the looks because I'm very picky and I beat myself up a lot of the times about certain looks that I create. I'm just going to share my experience with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the first look because I'm kind of excited to set that up. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the first scene, I have a look in mind that I'm gonna try to recreate. I don't really know how I can explain it best. I'm honestly probably just gonna throw it on the screen for you guys to look at. But what I wanna do essentially is I wanna take the Amaran tube light and I'm probably gonna stand right about here and I'm going to either stand or sit down, I'm not sure yet. I'm booming on a boom arm. I'm gonna get one of my light stands and just kind of boom it over top down, then right here and boom it over. So everything in the background, I want it completely black. So I'm probably gonna raise my aperture to about like a f16 just so everything is dark. Right now I'm at a 1.4. This is the beautiful power of Sony. Everything looks good. And I'm not even at the second base ISO. I'm only at 800. I'm shooting in Cine EI. So I'm gonna probably bring my aperture to a f16 and then boom the light over and we're gonna go from there and I'm gonna see how that's going to look. Anyways, the shot that I'm going for is typically achieved in like a studio setting. So I'm outdoors, I don't have a studio right now. So I'm gonna utilize what I got. But yeah, so let's just get right into it without wasting time because I don't want to get kicked out of here. So I want to tilt the camera down a little bit, but then I can show you guys a little bit what I'm doing. Probably trying to figure out where I want to stand. Just gonna open it right here. I'm probably gonna maybe be right here in frame. Well, I'm on a 35 right now. I wanted the wide, so I'm gonna have to get it a little far out of frame just so it's not showing in frame. And I'm pretty tall, so I'm gonna have to boom it pretty high. But I don't wanna boom it too high. And then I'm gonna use this arm extension. Honestly, I would tell you guys the name brand of this, but I don't remember. I don't even remember where I bought it from. I wanna say Amazon. I don't remember, so I'm sorry about that. But it goes, I believe I wanna say it goes to 9 feet. I use it whenever I do all my interviews and I need to boom the mic over. It goes, look, can't even see it in frame, but so it goes pretty long. So I'm gonna use this and boom it over. And I'm going to, ooh, it might be kind of sketchy. I might need a sandbag because it's probably gonna be too much weight. Let me just show you guys what I'm doing so you guys not look at an empty screen. Yeah, so I'm gonna take it. So now, when it comes to lighting, there are various different styles of lighting. So the style that I'm potentially going for this video and for this scene right here is going to be called a stylistic lighting. Stylistic lighting is pretty much your own creative freedom. And with a stylistic lighting, there is just so much that you can do. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do for this first shot. And probably one of the most important parts when it comes to stylistic lighting is you're going to want to make sure that you're filming on the shadow side. You want to have more contrast on the dimension of the face. You want it to just look more cinematic, and filming on that shadow side is going to make it look more cinematic essentially. I also have these as well that I brought. These are some magnetic clamps for, am I going to get in focus? Sony, your autofocus is letting me down. Wow. Oh, that just smacked on the ground. Anyways, like I was saying before I dropped on the ground, I brought these magnetic clamps. I don't think there's anything out here that this light is going to be able to stick onto, so I might not be able to use these for this scene, but later in the video, I might be able to use these. So this is probably super sketchy how I'm gonna rig this. So all the gaffers that are watching this video, if you wanna come for me, just come for me. I know I'm doing a lot of this wrong. This is gonna be very sketchy, but this is my gear. I own it, so it's fine. It's not a rental. Whatever, I'll take the chance. I'm definitely going to need a, I might just sit down. I don't know. I'm gonna need a C-stand. I'm gonna go get a C-stand because I'm living life on the edge, but I don't wanna live. I already done dropped the battery pack. I ain't trying to drop anything else. Let me go get a C-stand. Sandbag, need a sandbag. All right, so I'm gonna raise this arm up as high as I can get it because I'm a tall guy. I'm not short. So, all right, so maybe I can get a wide shot and show you guys. Maybe I can switch my lenses out, put a 24 on. All right, so I have the light, the Amaran light, literally right above me. Matter of fact, it's on a sandbag, it ain't going nowhere. Kind of skepped out right now. I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so this is the setup that I have right now. I'm on a 35mm lens, so I gotta back up. So this is at 100%. I'm at 12,800 ISO, and I'm at a 1.4. So let me try actually putting the ISO at 800. Maybe I don't have to adjust my aperture. Let's see how that's going to look. I still might have to. Okay, it's getting there. Okay, cool. So this is essentially the lighting that I was going for. This is the look that I want. I want that harsh light on my face. Now, I just have to get rid of everything that's going on in the background. So I'm at ISO 800. Now I'm going to probably bump my aperture up to f16, and I'm going to see how that looks. Let's f16. I might not even have to do f16 to be honest with you. This is f16. I might not even have to do that. Yeah, f16 is. Oh man, this is ideally what I want, but this light is not bright enough. You know what? Since we're at it, let me just change it to red. Having the red look probably can add to the exaggeration, you know? So let me try that. Again, I'm still at f16, so it needs to come down. Let me try this. I'm at a f4. This is f4. Okay, so right now this is at f4. F4, it can work. I want, over here, the lights from the buildings back here to be a little bit darker, so I might play around with that a little bit more. This is the brightest that the Amaran can go to, but this is the type of look that I used to go for whenever I would film my music videos. This look right here, I would have the camera like how I have it right now on a tripod. I would have it a little bit higher, which I'm gonna do. That's a look that can be a great look. But let me try bumping the aperture up just a little bit more. So again, this right here could also be a look. I just wish it was a little bit brighter, but this is the brightest I can go. So I would have to honestly bump it back down, and that was at a f8. So let me try going to a f5.6, it looks like. Yeah, so this is at a f5.6, so I think honestly this is gonna be the best that I can get it at. So you can go for a wide shot like this. If this is how you're feeling, this is what you like, this is the mood for the music video, or whatever it is you're going for, you can go a wide shot like this, So essentially this would be one scene that I would have if I was to do a music video. I would just have my character in the red, if it's more of like an aggressive or like a dark music video or whatever the vibe is going for, like a villain, the villain vibe is what the red's giving me, you know. I kind of just get that dark, moody look. This is what I would go for. And I would have the camera probably a little bit higher so I can do more of a top down, which I'm gonna do to show you guys. But this could be one scene, this could be one shot, and then it can transition and get a little bit closer, which I'm gonna show you guys. But essentially, like the image that I showed you guys on the screen, this is the shot that I'm going for. Now, just like this, I'm at a 35, I'm pretty close to the camera. This could be like a really good opening intro shot to like a documentary or something about like a music artist or whatever. I'm just throwing out ideas out there. This right here can be a really good shot. As you can see, it just gives you a really unique look. You can see the shadows under my eyes, called these raccoon eyes, essentially, and then my forehead is completely lit up, showing all my blemishes, all my imperfections. It's okay. You got the shadow side, and if I want to move the camera to maybe my right side, that will show you more of the contrast. You have more of the shadows, and that can essentially create a more cinematic look if that's what you're going for. Especially if you're trying to reveal a character, you can maybe start out like this and then slowly pan up, and then you can somewhat reveal the character's face. Whatever it is you're trying to go for. And this is all just one light, 5.6 with one tube light. this is potentially one look that you can achieve. And so essentially this right here is shooting on the shadow side. You can see this can create a more cinematic look. It fits the vibe and the mood that you're going for, you know? All I gotta do is essentially add a letterbox and boom, now I'm more cinematic. Just joking. Now, it's up to you on how you want to place the camera. At this point, you got the look, place the camera however you want and get the angle that you want, get the composition that you want. And this essentially can be a great looking image. I'm happy with this. And I could throw on a 24, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna risk it for you guys. It's probably gonna add too much weight to my tripod already. I'm gonna throw on 24 and get a wide shot so I can, in a way, replicate the shot that I showed you guys essentially on the screen. So I'm gonna do it for you guys. Leave a like because I am risking a $6,000 camera just for a YouTube video that I don't even get paid for. So please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. So right now, this is at the 24mm focal length. It's wider, it's showing you more, and it's giving you more. Am I in manual focus? I think I am in manual focus. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, I sure am in manual focus. Let me put on autofocus for the sake of this video. All right, autofocus. So this is the wide. Let me place the camera in front of me now and show you guys the shot that I was trying to get. Guys, my monitor just fell off. It didn't hit the ground though. I think, you know what, this is a wrap. I think I'm done filming for today. Okay, so this right here is at 24mm. I don't like wide shots, but I like this shot. It's at a 6.3, like I mentioned. It looks good, it feels good. It can, again, be an intro to a opening scene. It can be just whatever you intend to use this clip for, it can fit somewhere in your story. This is at 100%. If I would have brought my Aperture 300D, I could have definitely achieved the look that I was going for, but I wanted to be light. I wanted to be small. I want to be quick, fast, in and out, and this essentially does that for me, this tube light. It makes it really, really easy. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Even if I wanted to, let's say I want to do 50. You know, 50 is my favorite. I'm a 50 guy. I can do it at 50. This can be a good shot right here. You can see the shadows on this side of my face, which is my left, your guys' is right. The shadows it just gets that look. Not a lot of people might like this look, but I like it. Some people might think it's too dark. So yeah, as you can tell, with just one light so far, I was able to achieve one really good look, yet using different angles to enhance that look. So let's see what else I can do with this tube light. Okay, so for this next scene right here, I want to go for more of a motivated lighting style. So if you don't know what motivated lighting is, it's essentially when you have an authentic light source like that street lamp right there, and you're going to take your artificial light source and pretend that that light is what's really lighting my face, when in reality, it's just this Amaran tube light. Now, I know for some people in the comment section, that's not really realistic, but look, hear me out. This is the look that I'm going to try to achieve. I'm going to try to make it seem like that there's another street lamp essentially around me, and that is what's lighting me. So I want the viewer to see that. I'm going to add that in my background so the viewer who's watching can see that and believe that there is another light source around. Because if I'm watching the screen and I'm seeing that street lamp back there and I see my character is in all this shadow, but there's a light source hitting him, my brain, to me at least, is going to automatically assume that there's another light source coming from somewhere, another street lamp essentially. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the Kelvin on this. I want to say that's tungsten. We're gonna try this. It's really dark. I'm in my backyard if I didn't already mention. This is way too bright. Even at 9%, this is like really freaking bright. If I can get at like an angle like this, it's probably gonna work a lot better, but let's get it set up. Honestly, making this video is quite fun. This is day 5 from the last clip that you guys seen. This is literally day 5. I just had so much just going on. I've just been busy between freelance jobs and just other gigs. Actually get this as close as I can. I'm probably gonna, I'll do it like right here. Set the Amaran tube light up, and then I want to punch a tighter focal length on this shot right here. I'm gonna be leaning up against the wall right here. Maybe, oh no, I need to get that light, but I want to do it tighter, so I'm gonna tilt the camera up like this. I kind of want to do it at 50, so I can't even see it. It's so dark out here. All right, this is the 50mm focal length. Um, yeah, honestly, I was kind of doubting this shot. I didn't think it was gonna come out any good, but so far, I'm kind of digging it. I'm at 3,800 kelvins as well. Let me move my light source. So I don't want it too bright, so I kind of want it just like a hair off. Did my thing just move? All right, let me remove all the stuff on my screen so I can see better. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. You know, I kind of like this. I'm at 50, even if I bring the light just a tad bit, I mean, not the light, the camera, a tad bit closer. I can stand like right here, you know? Maybe I'm shooting on the shadow side. Maybe I'm kind of like looking right here. I like this. Even, let me turn it down just a little bit. It's at 4%. I'm gonna do it, this is 1%. As you can see, the tree right there is actually being lit. So, I don't know. I kind of like this look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me go to the microphone. You can see it. I'm at 3,800 kelvins. And honestly, if I want to drop the kelvins some more, all right, let me drop the kelvins from 38 to, let's say, this is 28. See how 28 is looking. With my white balance set in camera to 2,800 kelvins and my tube light is set to 2,700 kelvins. You look at the street lamp and then you look at the tree. You can see that the light from the street lamp is actually shining onto the tree, and it's looking honestly pretty realistic if you ask me. Even if I just get like a little bit like right here, I think this looks pretty good shooting on the shadow side. I feel like you can do something with this. Now with the tube light, if you're wondering, it is not directly in front of me. The tube light is actually at an angle. You can see if I stand right here, now the tube light is directly in front of me, but I have it pointed kind of honestly at like an angle, and I'm just standing on like literally the corner of it. So it's like the corner of the light is splashing on my face, not directly. Honestly, I think this looks really cool. And it was simple. It took me literally like 2 seconds just to do this look. We're gonna go back up to 38 like I had it. Yeah, 38 to me, just a little bit too warm. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's a lot of bit too warm. Now that I'm looking at 3,800 kelvins compared to 2,700 kelvins or 28 that I had it, I think 28 looks a lot better. But again, this is all opinion based. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you prefer the 3,800 Kelvin look, or do you prefer the 2,800 Kelvin look? But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below if you guys enjoyed it, because I honestly enjoyed making this video. I want to make a lot more videos like this rather than just sitting in front of the camera doing a talking head. Really? It is like 11 o'clock at night and there has to be a plane? Like, seriously. Anyways, like I was saying, I really enjoyed this style and this type of filming. But that's it for today's video. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. I'll be on to. Buongiorno.